Yo, what is going on, everybody? It is GareTheBear, and welcome back to another episode of the GareTheBear Show podcast. Now, in today's episode, I would like to talk a little bit about productivity because, this weekend specifically, I've had, a pretty solid time being productive. Starting to preface all this, my weekends are Thursday through Sunday because I work Monday through Wednesday. I've had this schedule going for months now. It's been great. But some weekends, I've been kind of I kind of drag. I probably only get, I have 4 days to work on. Technically, I have 7 days to work on videos, but, 4 full days to work on videos. And I'll say sometimes I'll get 1 or 2 done. I'll be ahead a week, and then I'll get the next week the gaming video and, main channel, vlog. But this weekend was a little bit different in that I don't know what it was that kind of lit a fire under me, but this weekend I made, let me think here. I think it was in between Thursday and Sunday. I know I finished 2 videos Thursday. Friday I recorded and I believe I finished another one. So that's 3 videos in 2 days. And then Saturday I also finished a video. And I believe Sunday, I think it was 5 videos in 4 days was the grand total. One of those was a main channel, was a, whatever it's called. It was a vlog. But actually, I think there was another one that I made. The little card opening, the basketball card pack opening that I made for the bonus video this week. That video was also there. So I think I actually made 6 videos in 4 days. 4 of those being gaming channel videos and 2 of those being main channel videos. But the point of all that is my productivity has been insane, and it's kind of thrown me off because I'm usually not that insanely productive. I mean, obviously I'm productive because I get weekly videos out every week and I get it done on time every time, and I'm even ahead most weeks. Most times I'm 1 or 2 weeks ahead anyway, because making weekly content, you're not gonna just make 1 video every week. You're gonna make, at least in my case, I always end up making 1 or 2 videos, and sometimes say if I go play basketball. And I have, I want to bring the camera. I'll bring the camera, and I'll have bonus footage for that Sunday bonus video that I've been doing. And I've been doing that for 2 weeks now. It's been going pretty well. I've enjoyed it. But I've had all this extra footage. So with all this extra footage, in my mind, there's not really an excuse to not be working on something. There's always a video to be worked on, and that's really regardless if I have footage or not. I always feel and I always want to be working on a video or a podcast or, something to contribute to my outlets of content creation. I want to always be contributing to a YouTube video or contributing to a podcast or contributing to a gaming channel video stream, what have you, which I've still been streaming Tuesday nights too. So that just adds on to the productivity. I'm excited. And as of recording this, I'm recording this on a Monday night. And tomorrow night's another stream. So I'm really excited for the streams. The streams are always so good. So a little shameless plug for the gaming channel. If you have not checked it out, go ahead and check it out. But that was a lot in a couple minutes. But this weekend I've just felt extremely productive, and part of what it is that I've got this new series going on the gaming channel, and it's a big deal for me because usually on the gaming channel, and as those of you that have watched and contributed and taken in my content, as those of you know, I'm not much of a gaming video maker. I'm more of a streamer on that channel specifically, at least in the past. In the past, in most of my content on the gaming channel is live streams. I've been doing a weekly live stream ever since January. I bet it was ever since January. I was doing a live stream every weeknight, or every week, at least one every week. There was a point where I finally figured out I'm going to do it Tuesday nights every week, but every once in a while there would be an extra one. So I would be streaming a ton, from January till now. So I would do those predominantly, but then I tried a couple of different Minecraft series, because most of the gaming channel, as you probably know if you watch it, most of the gaming channel is Minecraft videos. And I love playing Minecraft. Minecraft is one of those games that, it's hard for me to not enjoy. There's always something new you can do, and they've just been adding updates, and they've made it to where it's hard for you to get burnt out on it. And obviously, if you play it every second of every day for 3 months, you're going to get burnt out. But that's not really contributing to the story here. That's not really my point. But I've tried to make different series on that channel, and some of them something about them I just haven't liked, and I haven't been in the right frame of mind to do them. But this series that I just started new, the premise of the series is, the series will end when I build an entire house completely out of diamond blocks. And you might be thinking, well, dude, this is going to take you forever, because that's kind of really hard to get, especially if you get, a decent-sized house, which is completely true. But that's kind of the point, is to make it semi-long and interesting and fun. And to kind of build a community around it as well. But so far, as of recording this, I have recorded 1 through 7. I've recorded 7 episodes. And already, that's like second most episodes in a series that I've ever done. So, already we're on the right track. But I've been super, super productive with this series specifically because I've genuinely wanted to do it. And, I'm not saying I didn't want to do the other ones. It was just, this series, I've found it in the right time, in the right frame of mind, to where I'm going to go hard on it, and I'm going to go 100% all in on it. Because I've really slacked on my gaming channel content, and I've also really slacked on my TikTok content. And TikTok is a great place for organic reach. And even though I've heard they updated some sort of algorithm thing, I still am going to be really pushing to get some content out on there. But making gaming videos is really good for TikTok because, you've seen it. If you've watched TikTok at all, you see that there's just Minecraft out the wazoo, it seems like. But I've really gone hard on this. And TikTok wasn't even the main reason for doing this series. It was just because I wanted to do something other than streams for my audience that comes from the streams. But I was thinking about this the other day, and a lot of the reason that I think I'm more productive in this series is because there's actually an end goal that I have set for myself. So, in a normal Let's Play series, for an example, you just, basically it's a playthrough. So you start from the beginning, and you just go. And you just play Minecraft. Every episode you do something new, and you just keep playing and keep playing. Every episode you do a little bit more, do a little bit more, and do a little bit more. But when does it end? The best stories in the world, and the best stories and the best everything, they have an end at some point. There's always an end point. There's always where it stops and where you transition to something new. And so this series, I was like, okay, so let's take some inspiration here. So there's all these new videos on YouTube popping up that are a lot of guys doing. There's 100 days, 100 days in Minecraft, and all these different challenges. There's not as many Let's Plays, traditional Let's Plays anymore. But what there are the video ends when blank. So the video ends when I defeat the Ender Dragon, or the video ends when I defeat the Wither, or the video ends when I, this, that, or the other thing. And there's speed runs and things of that nature that kind of tie into that sort of category. So what I've decided to do was do something slightly bit more original that to my knowledge, that hasn't been thought of. It's that same concept, but a whole series. It's a whole collection of videos that all build up to one specific goal at the very end. And then the very end is this one, monumentous episode that's just we've done it, here we are, here's all the progress we've made, the end. So I think having an end goal has really contributed to my productivity because I'm I can see a light at the end of the tunnel, and each episode I get a little bit closer and get a little bit closer, and this all this mindset is I see it, so I'm gonna go extra hard to that goal, that way I can get it. Because sometimes it's hard to go really hard in just anything. It's hard to go put your all into it if you really don't see a goal, if you don't see an end result. If you're just doing it and then you're kind of waiting around to see what's going to happen. It's not seeing what's going to happen in this case. It's just, I see what's going to happen. I see it. It's down there. I see the end. What's going to happen? Let's go to it. And you see exactly what you're trying to do, and so you're just making steps to get there, as opposed to just endlessly playing the game, and then you never really have a true end until it gets, I don't know if, I haven't watched a whole lot, but I've seen very few traditional Minecraft Let's Play series actually end. And there's all kinds of different reasons. There's reasons they'll end them for they'll end because I want to make different content, or I want to start a different world or something. But there's never really a poetic end to these kind of things, it seems to me like. So the intent for this was to have something like that, to where it wouldn't be a one-hit wonder, kind of like a video, like it's a great video, but it started to end, like start at the beginning of the video, end at the end of the video. It's not going to be like that. It would be more of the first episode is like the intro, what's going to happen in this series. And then, you get episodes. It's like a TV show. You know it's going to end. And each episode and each season, develops and it builds up to the end that is inevitable. So, basically, I wanted to have a series that would end, that was designed to end. But I never really designed it to where I would be more productive. That just kind of came with it. And I was surprised that happened. Like, I just was like, this is super fun. And the thing about it was that I had so much fun making these videos, and I've been having so much fun recording these videos. Like, I don't want to just stop, because there's a lot of series I'll record 2 or 3 episodes and get bored with it and then stop. People have asked me, where's this series and where's this? And I feel bad because, I made the content for them, but I just didn't really feel it in my heart, I didn't really feel that content. But this, it was funny how it came about. I asked the Discord server my Discord server, the Bear Fam Discord. I'll link. It's linked in my YouTube and all kinds of stuff. If you want to check it out, it'll be in my YouTube channel. But basically, this Discord server is the community built around the gaming channel mostly, and my main channel. It's just the community of my channels in general. But I asked him. I was like, okay, so can I have some ideas for a video to do on the gaming channel? Because I wanted to do a proper Minecraft video. Didn't know what. But I was like, that's why I went to them. I asked, I was like, hey, can I have an idea? I'll shout you out and whatever. Give me an idea and I'll make it. And somebody just as a joke said, House of Diamonds. And I was like, elaborate. And they go, build a house out of diamonds. And so, started off as a joke kind of, which, some of the best things do, honestly. So I was like, okay, let's run with this. So I was like, how about the video ends when I build a house completely out of diamonds? And they were like, ooh, that's going to be a long video. And I was like, yeah, you're right. And I was like, all right, let's just bump it up to a series. The series ends when I build a house of diamonds. And so they were like, all right, go for it. And so I started recording, and I was like, dude, this is actually super dope. I really, really, really like this. So I've just run with it. And, I just dropped the vlog for tomorrow, actually. By the time this comes out, it'll be tomorrow when I drop the vlog. But it's basically the behind the scenes of my super productive weekend, which I'm glad I documented it, and I need to just document more things. Just overall, I just need to do more documentation, because that's the authentic original content. Like, you cannot come up with anything more original than your own individual life. You can't. It's impossible. There's nothing more original than you. So I started Thursday. Actually, I don't even remember when I started recording this series, but I got episode 1 and it was out, and everybody really liked it. I enjoyed it. I thought it was great. And so the next episode, oh, sorry guys, I just bumped the mic, but the next episode was a little bit of a longer one, if I remember correctly. And it's something about editing super long videos really just kind of takes out your vibe. Because, like, you could edit a 15-minute video and be like, yeah, well, let's go. And then your next video will be like a 25, and it's like, oh, man, when is this going to end? Like, it takes forever, it seems. But kind of get back on track here. I was super, super productive this weekend. So, a lot of that is contributed to having an idea that I, first of all, actually love. Like, I don't see this series ending anytime soon. Like, I could see it going to, like, 30, 40 episodes before I get my full House of Diamonds. I can see it getting that far. And I don't know, because there's a specific house design that I want to do that we talked about in the community. And it's going to take a lot of blocks, a lot of diamonds. Like, maybe, it's going to be a lot of diamonds, but I was super productive, right? And I know I've said that like 16 times, but I'm trying to get to a point here. It's hard to be productive doing something you don't like, if you're trying, say if you're stuck in an office job, for example, and you hate it, if you hate your job, you're obviously not going to be very productive because you're doing something you hate. And, finding something that you love to do and doing that on a regular basis will in turn make you less, quote unquote, lazy at it. and you'll want to do it, and you'll want to put in work because you actually enjoy doing that thing that you're doing. Like, just like, for example, for me, in school, I wasn't the greatest student of all time. I wasn't winning any awards for my studentship, or whatever the word is for it. But it's just because I wasn't interested. I wasn't interested in what we were doing. I wasn't like there. I was like, all right, cool. Hey, shiny object. Look over there. Wow. I wasn't like trying to go and get the best grades possible. I was just there to kind of have a good time. At the end of the day, I was just there to kind of live and be a kid and just do my thing. But it's all about, if you're really trying to be productive in something, there's ways of doing it, but at the end of the day, you just got to do what you love. You got to do what makes you happy and what you enjoy doing. Because you're not going to be productive if you hate what you're doing. I could sit around and try and, for example, I could try and be a rapper or something. But, there would come a point where I would become super, super unproductive because, like, I would be like, I don't like doing this. This is not my thing. This is not my mojo. So, like, I wouldn't want to do it. And it's really, honestly, a simple concept if you sit and think about it. If you love doing this, if you love doing whatever it is you're doing, if you love doing it, you're obviously going to want to put more heart and soul into what you're doing. Whereas if you hate it, then you're just not. Like, I remember in high school, sophomore year, I really was like, that was my last year ever playing baseball, and I was like, dude, I really hate this. Like, I thought I loved it, and I did love it for a time. Like, a lot of my younger life, I loved playing baseball and being on teams and stuff. But this year, something about it, I don't remember exactly what kind of, like, got me out of it. I was just, a lot of things, and it wasn't worth my time and my heart that I was putting into it. So I was like, dude, I don't actually love this as much as I thought I did. And so that whole year, I just kind of, like, drug my feet, and, like, I didn't really work as hard as I should have, and, in a way, there's a little bit of guilt there, but at the end of the day, it's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to be spending time doing other things because I felt like I wasted my entire spring and summer playing on a baseball team that I didn't really want to be on. But that was one of those things that was like, I committed at the beginning, so I got to follow through with it, but then once I get to the end, I can be done and do whatever I want to do afterwards. Just don't have to worry about it. So that's something I was like, I don't really like this. I don't want to do it. I was very, very lazy at it. Very, very lazy at it. And once I got done, the next year I went to play tennis. Whole nother ball game, quite literally. It was a whole nother game. I had more friends on the tennis team, which was just like one or two. So that being more than that was really saying something. But I got into that and I was like, dude, I really dig this. And I got decent at it and I was like, okay, I want to do this. I want to play. I want to work hard and I want to get better and I want to, contribute to the team's success. And by doggies, me and 3 or 4 other guys on the team, basically the varsity lineup at the time, we were out there playing every day. Regardless if we had practice or not, like say if we had an off day, like no practice, we'd go out to the courts anyway. We'd hit around and work our butts off just to get that step ahead of everybody, And we were super, super productive. We were making gains. We were getting better every single day. Every day we got better. We did something else. We played together, and we just kind of jived and had a good time. At the end of the day, we had a great time. It was so fun. But we got better, and we kind of learned each other, learned how to play together, that kind of stuff, and we really got in a groove and got productive. Because we were all wanting to be there. Every one of us wanted to get better, and we all wanted to be there, and we wanted to do it. So that's what we did. We did exactly what we wanted to do, and we went hard because that's exactly what we wanted. And for me, there's kind of, in a way, there's a chain reaction that happens when you kind of start getting into a groove of productivity. It's like you start doing something and you're really efficient and you're really productive, and then that builds over and it leaks over to your next thing you do, your next endeavor. And so say, for example, this to make all this into context and make it make sense, I started making this series of videos, and I'm going to continue going back to this series of videos because that's kind of the whole reason I'm talking about this today on the podcast, and that's just the whole reason I'm having this conversation with you guys. And feel free to leave in the comments or leave a review or however it works on. I still don't know how it works on these Spotify podcast platforms, but I should probably get in on that knowledge. But let me know in the comment section, your elaboration on this, and let me know what you guys think. But I started making this series, and the productivity sort of snowballed. At the beginning, I was like, okay, let's do this, and it took me 2 days to get the first one out, or to get the first one at least finished. But as I was gaining more interest in it, and I kind of built an interest and got more into it. I was just more productive on those videos, and that productiveness, the production, it snowballed and it transferred over to my main channel videos. Like the last vlog I did, the one where I was stuck in traffic, I got that one done all in one day. I got that one done in one day, plus another gaming video. Like, just getting started being super productive on one little thing translated to being productive across multiple platforms. And on top of all that, I got those videos done, and I've also been posting TikToks more productively. That's not the right word. I've also been posting TikToks more consistently than I have in the past, at least for a while, and it's really paid dividends. Like, I've been getting more viewers on TikTok, I've been getting more likes and stuff, and it's getting into a more consistent viewership basis now. But starting off making this Minecraft series and really getting efficient with it and getting a system and getting productive, that in turn made me productive on my main channel, made me productive on the TikTok, and I've just been so inspired to do more and put more into it, because the more you put in, it's just like anything else. The more you put in, the more you get back. You put work into something, it will show, and it will come through in the end, and it will be productive. You will receive. I'm trying to look for a word, I can't really find one. But simple fact of the matter is, you put work into something and you'll see results. That's what I was trying to say, results. But this series has really, really opened my eyes to my content creation, and how, I could always be doing more for it. And I feel like the more you do for it, the more you get back, like I said. So it's really just helped me to put into perspective, like, the fact that I'm not nearly putting as much into it as I want to, and as I probably should, to get the growth that I'm looking for. So the only way to fix it is just to do it. I've been trying to post more on everything, just every sort of social media I got, post more on it, because at the end of the day, you just the more the better. The more you post, the better. At the end of the day, it obviously has to be quality content, but quality is subjective. If you gotta sit back and think about it. One person can think, oh, this piece of content is absolute garbage, but another person could think it's the best thing they've ever seen. So you got to take that word quality with a grain of salt, because somebody would say it's great and somebody would say it's terrible. So as long as you like it, as long as it's satisfactory to you, then go for it. And even still, you can't be that picky, because you just got to get stuff out there and get your brand out there and get your content out, because the more time you're spending not putting out content, other people are putting out content, and you're getting behind. You're falling behind. So you got to try and be as ahead as possible and trying to get ahead. But my main point with all this kind of rant is, and this is another one of those kind of rant style shows that I've done. I did another one last week. Let me know if you guys enjoy the more rant style, I guess, because this is a little easier for me to do, and I'm just kind of the podcast is still kind of in its infancy stages, so I'm still figuring it out and kind of getting my bearings and kind of figuring out what I want to do with it. Next week I know that we'll have an interview though, so stay tuned for that. It's gonna be exciting. But kind of my whole thesis, my whole idea here is that I found something on the gaming channel that I really, really wanted to do, because I've been trying to make gaming channel videos for a long time, but something about them just didn't quite pick my fancy. So I found the right one. I found the right thing that I wanted to do, the right little avenue I wanted to go. And so I found it, and I got it, and I grabbed it, and then I've been happy. I've been productive. I've been feeling great about it ever since I found it. And it's just a matter of cycling through different things and finding out what you like and finding out what you want to do, finding out what you don't like, different things of that nature. So, the more you taste, the more you look around, and the more you find different things, you'll find that one thing that just makes you super, super productive and makes you never want to stop working on it. Because I'm not even kidding you. I would edit a video of the Diamond House Minecraft series. I would edit a video, get it finished, get it uploaded, get it scheduled, and then be like, turn around, let's record the next one. And then I would do the same process. This weekend was just an absolute banger of a weekend for me, just because I was like, edit a video, boom, get it out, record, edit, get it out, record, edit, get it out. And it was like all in succession. And I was just so unbelievably happy with what I was doing. And I wasn't like ever feeling burnt out. I wasn't ever feeling like slowed down at all. I was like, okay, wake up, let's go do this. Let's go start the next episode. As soon as we get that done, we'll edit it. And then this and that and this and that and this and that, and just kept going and it kept going and it kept going. And one thing I'm really, really hoping is that I can continue that into the coming months and the next however long ever. Basically forever. I want to maintain that level of productivity because that really makes me feel like I'm getting somewhere. I really feel good when I'm working. And I really feel good inside. I feel happy and I feel right. And I feel good when I'm actively moving forward and I'm always making more. I always love to make more. And if I'm not making something, I feel like I'm stagnant, you know. And to an extent, you have to stop and look around every once in a while. I understand that. But it's also like, for me personally, and it's about being self-aware too, like you got to understand what fits you personally. Personally, I love always having a video, always having something to work on. I feel like if I'm not working on something, I should be. So it's helped me to see that a little bit more, and I'm really glad that I have the community to help me come up with these ideas, because if it wasn't for the GareTheBear Gaming community, the GareTheBear community, I would not have come up with the Diamond Minecraft house thingy, and I would not be making this series. So thanks to them for giving me this idea, and thanks to you guys for supporting the podcast. To close out, I just want to give a huge thank you to everybody, like I just said. Thank you to everybody who supports the content, everybody who follows, subscribes. If you're not already followed on Spotify or wherever you get your podcast, consider following for more weekly shows. I do a show every week. Sometimes it's like this where I just kind of rant. It may not make a lot of sense. I don't really know. But hopefully you enjoy it. And then I also do some interview type things. Again, the podcast is still in its infancy stages, so it's a matter of me figuring it out. And eventually I'll get there, you know. And if this is what it is, this is what it is. I'll just figure it out and we'll see how it goes. But I hope you all enjoyed this episode of the GareTheBear Show podcast. If you did, you know what to do. Follow wherever you get your podcast. Or if you're on YouTube watching this, subscribe, leave a like, comment down below your thoughts. But without further ado, this has been GareTheBear. Thank you all so much again for watching, and I will see you all again next time.